So I got linked this yesterday when we were raiding on my warrior, and it's apparently about some one-button warrior spec where you can apparently top DPS as tank. And this video showcases how the spec really works. So I guess we'll take a look at this here. I think it revolves around Devastate.
Today we will be assembling the one-button warrior. It does parse 99s, and you get rewarded for being stupid. So please help me perform this lobotomy. Let's talk about the thought process most people have when trying to decide what their rotation should be.
Okay, hold on. So I just want to take a look. So he's playing Consumed by Rage, Devastate, and Raging Blow. And I guess he's going kind of DPS build as well. Okay, let's see. I'm just looking at the spec.
Probably consider yourself a rational person, and looking at this rune, Consumed by Rage, you've most likely thought, well, I don't want to be spending rage below the threshold because that would most likely negatively impact my DPS. And so you decide that, being very smart, I'm going to pay attention to my rage. And then what we find here is that irresponsible people who do not care about their rage actually do a little more damage. And
yeah, so Consumed by Rage, if you don't know what it does, it basically enrages you when you go above 80 rage, and you do, I believe it's 20% more damage for the next 12 auto attacks or abilities. So you can keep hovering above the 80 rage, like up and down, up and down, and up and down, and you can keep proccing the Consumed by Rage buff. And also by proccing that in rage, you're also proccing the ability to use Raging Blow, because Raging Blow can be used when you're enraged, right? So I guess it revolves around that, I suppose. What's up, Pulse Gum?
And the reason why it must have something to do with getting slightly more Devastates, it does generate a lot of rage for you when you get a Wind Fury proc. This seems like just one time where if you think, you actually do worse. Now let's think of some other things that you might assume. Let's say Heroic Strike. This seems like an ability that could be good. Sometimes you're going to hit 100 rage, and so if you were to never use Heroic Strike, there'd be wasted rage. Well, let's see what happens if we get a little more frisky with it. Maybe if we use it more often, we'll do more DPS.
What?
And no, we actually do a lot less. But what happens if we just don't do it at all? Do we get rewarded for that? And we do. So you
Wait, how do... So he's... What? That doesn't make any sense. Why would it be worse to use heroics?
You can either be a savvy person and use it and lose 30 DPS for the effort, or you could just not hit this button at all and get rewarded for it. Yay, look at this, more damage.
What?
Let's look at another ability. Who wouldn't want to have Raging Blow in their rotation? After all, it's free, and it hits for 100% of your weapon damage instead of just 60 plus this modifier. I really wonder, though, maybe Flagellation would be better, or at least it would be funny if it was.
Then you enrage yourself.
Let's check. Oh wow, yet again, we are rewarded for hitting less buttons. But the reason why that this would be better kind of makes sense because...
Like when you hit Blood Rage, you do more damage for 12 seconds.
As long as you have Blood Rage set to only activate while Consumed by Rage is up, when you do this, it's going to give about a 50% bonus to your bleeds because you get double dipping on damage amplification for bleeds. If you're not familiar with that, watch my Deep Wounds video. Now, what else could we do? What would be the holy grail here of stupid? Something where really not having anything between your ears would reward you. I think that would be if using Sunder Armor without any regards to your rage. Let's see. Could that possibly amplify your DPS?
What?
And... what do you know? So if you go to the boss fight and this is all you're thinking, I'm going to start the fight with like 70 rage and drink a rage pod on pull, then hit Blood Rage the second I auto attack him and spam Devastate for the rest of the fight. Literally look away from your computer, only hit Devastate. You will get a 99. And you...
Wait, so you're telling me you can do up to 282 damage just spamming Devastate? And using one enrage in the beginning of the pull. What? That's a lot of damage. That's crazy. What's up, Schnack? Any horror games today? We're playing Lethal Company later, but no horror games like that. But we're playing Lethal Company later, yeah, Trice. I'm really glad you guys enjoy the horror games, by the way. It's really awesome, because I love horror games. I think they're fun to stream, so I'm glad you guys enjoy it as well. What's up, Tion? Good to see you, man. This is ridiculous.
You may think that this does not exist in the wild, but we have found this outside of captivity. Okay. This guy is, I believe, the number 5 warrior, and looking across all of the bosses he did in his last raid, you can see he did 13 heroic strikes. Many more melees, and you can't see the devastate cast amount, but I assure you it's equal to the hit amount.
Okay, I mean, so they're literally just spamming devastate.
This a little further, just so you don't think I am full of it. How do I spell his name? Yucks.
Yucks.
And this is our man right here. So yeah, get rewarded.
Wait, I just want to see. So he does 292 DPS on Baron Aquinas. That's a lot. 137 on Gamura. Almost 300 on Severus. 149 on... That is a lot of damage on Gelihast. 150. 237 on Lorcus. 300 DPS on Kilrus. And 252 on Akumai. And he's wearing the Darkwater Talvor. Basically full DPS, like all the mail gear you can get as a warrior, which is just your biz. And then a shield. I could try this. I want to try this. Wait, so I think the reset for the raid is tomorrow. And I'm raiding with... I'm raiding on Friday, but I can just raid with those guys on my... Wait, I want to try this, chat. I want to try to make a raid on my warrior and do this devastate build that this guy's making here. Yeah, so you basically just sit in battle stance, I suppose? Or can you be in battle stance for devastate? I guess we'll see.
Being a moron. Your rotation is get consumed by rage up and then hit devastate until the boss dies. Here's one final optimization for you. You could take...
No, it has to be in D stance because of devastate. Yeah, so you sit in defensive stance, shield on, one-handed weapon, blood rage, and rage potion on pull. Literally spam devastate, and you're gonna do that much damage.
Points out of improved overpower, and put them into cruelty, because you're not gonna be in battle stance. Good luck.
What? Dude, what is... This was a good... I like this. Very, very, very innovative from this guy. Wait, that's actually dope. This is a guy called Jake from... Jake from Tree. I'll give him a sub as well. Oh, dude, he cooked well. Yeah, I like that. So I guess if you do this, you have to be the tank, right? Obviously, because you're having a shield on, you're devastating, you're gonna have threat. Yeah, so you will be the tank, but if these logs are real, and if, I mean, I assume they are, and everything looks like it, then you're gonna literally be topping the meters while tanking. We're gonna try this. We need to try this, guys. This spec needs to be tried out.